Hey folks, what's going on? This is Steve, Wolf Partner at Bull Goodly, and today I'm going to do a quick video about initial research when we're beginning to engage a client. So to give you a little bit of context for this, what I mean by this is that when we start having a conversation and we either reach out to a client or a potential client reaches out to us and they're engaging us about doing their marketing for them, what I like to do even before I get into making them an official proposal is get a look at their digital media footprint and see what we have to work with and maybe what they've done so far. So today I'm going to take you through my process of what I look for when we're beginning to engage a client and performing our initial research. Let's jump into it. So we start usually with the website. And the first thing I'm looking for is it aesthetically pleasing? Does it clearly and in a very concise way explain what the business is? Does it have opt-in buttons so that you can find out more about the business? Some kind of a video that explains it? Is there engagement, right off the bat with the users to get them to do something? These are the things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for all the small idiosyncrasies that makes it good. Now, without getting into a super deep dive like we do in the branding audit, and if you want to see that video, you can go into our library and you can check out the full deep dive branding audit in the long version. That's not what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking for really quickly, are the colors correct? Is it aesthetically pleasing? Is the user interface workable so that, user can go through there, they can click around, they can see different things on the website, find out about it, and make some kind of a decision, whether that's to buy something, opt in, engage with the brand, follow them, read something on their blog, etc. So once I've completed that on the website, and Connequity, of course, it looks fabulous. Shameless plug. We did the website, so we know that it looks good, right? The next thing that I'm going to do is a simple Google search, and sometimes I'll even do this before I get on the website, because usually the first thing when you run a Google search on a company is the website. So if you start there, it doesn't really matter. It's just a check in the box. But I'm going to usually start with the website personally, and then I'll do a Google search. And what I'm looking for here is just to see all of the usual suspects, which is basically all their social media that's stacked at the top. And then, for Connequity, of course, it looks good, right? We did this all for them. They're filling out the entire first page of Google with everything that's Connequity, so they're at least dominating the keyword in that space. Now, if they're a company called, Padlocks or something like that.com, they're probably going to have a harder time competing for that first page in Google. But in this case, they've obviously got it. So, what I'm looking for here in the Google search is that I'm seeing all their different social media profiles, which we're going to get into next. And then, of course, their Google Plus for business listing. This is even more important if you're a local business. These are the things that you want to look for. And then I'm looking for ratings, right? Did they have any reviews? I see some from Facebook. They don't have any reviews from Google Plus. We'll have to work on that. And again, they're a local business, meaning that they're based in San Diego, but this is really a services subscription model type company. So the local reviews aren't as important, but they become important if they're negative, right? So keep that in mind. So after I take a quick look at the Google search, this is all looking pretty good. The images look good. Then I'm going to pop in to start looking at their social media. First here, when we land on Facebook, I'm going to be looking for, does the logo match what's on the website? Is the color scheme correct? Are the reviews good? Do they have engaging content for all of their followers or people that might be interested? Is the information correct, on their site so that they can actually, if they like what they see here, they can make their way to the website and begin to engage. And then I'm going to do the same thing in Twitter. And then I'm going to do the same thing in LinkedIn. And I'm going to continue to do this for whatever social media site that I can find them, just to make sure that the brand is consistent. Again, not going into a super deep dive, but just looking for basic levels of consistency when it comes to their branding and their messaging. So all the social media looks good. Now we're going to jump into two more things before I wrap up this quick video of what I look for right in the beginning. The first one's usually done with SpyFu. And SpyFu is a company that allows you to really, we use it a lot here for paid campaign advertising, usually in finding like AdWords when it comes to Google AdWords or running Facebook ads, but it'll give you a lot of other insights. What I'm really looking for here is just trying to get an idea of what I'm getting into. So if you do a quick search on SpyFu, and of course we have a paid account, you don't really need a paid account to do this. All I'm looking for is the information that I get in the general dashboard for this quick search right at the beginning by just putting in the domain name. What I want to see is, does this company, what's their organic SEO score versus their paid score? And I can ascertain whether they've actually run paid ads before and what type of keywords are up there and who their competitors are looking like. And the thing that I'm really looking for up here is who their competitors are in the space and how much their competitors are actually spending for a paid campaign. So this is going to become increasingly important when I suggest that they start some kind of a paid campaign in the proposal. So these are things that I want to look at. So the first step is just really get a real quick understanding of what their competition looks like, where they rank at as far as their keywords are, who their competition is in keyword ranking, if they've been running any kind of paid campaigns before, and who their competition is going to be right off the bat. And SpyFu does a really good job, even with the free account, just giving you that real quick surface information about the company. The final step and where I'm going to go is using something like SERPstat. Now, there's a bunch of other companies out there that do this. We use SERPstat 2 as a paid account, and they do have a free search tool that will give you a lot of insight, maybe not as many deep insights, but again, this is just the initial research that we're looking for right here. So when I jump into SERPstat, I do the same thing, right? I actually already put in the name, and I'm looking for Connequity. And what I'm looking for is the amount of organic keywords and keyword position distribution. There's a lot of overlap between SERPstat and SpyFu. And again, you have other choices, right? Those aren't the two companies that do this, but what I'm really looking for here in SERPstat is some kind of surface level or basic understanding of like a website audit without doing a deep technical website audit. So if you roll the way down here to the bottom, I can see their general site audit, which is giving me an SEO score of 85%, which is really good. Of course, right, we did this. And then it's telling me a SERPstat page rank. And then I'm seeing right off the bat just the number of referring domains, total index pages, internal links, and I'm getting a little bit of information on backlinking. Now, again, we go into a very deep dive in this in the branding audit and the technical audit, which are different videos. But again, this is just the initial research that I do when getting started. So just to recap, we're not doing a deep dive technical audit. We want to look at surface level things to really just ascertain a general idea of where their digital media footprint is. So just to recap, what do we do? I started with their website, and again, you could start with a Google search if you wanted to, but I'm looking for, user interface. Is it aesthetically pleasing? Does it clearly and concisely deliver some kind of message or ask the user to do something, whether it's opting in? Then I go to run a simple Google search just to make sure. I want to see where they end up as far as page ranking when it comes into Google, and I want to make sure that I'm seeing all their other social media feeds in there. Then I move into social media and I look and make sure that the branding and the messaging is consistent across all social media platforms that they're on. And then I move into SpyFu, which is really looking at keyword searching. And again, there's other pieces of software that you can use for this, but what I'm trying to find out is where do they rank as far as keywords, what is the competition doing, and what are other people that are in their industry spending on paid AdWords campaigns. And then I move into SERPstat so I can just get a general overview of backlinks, indexing, maybe broken links, and a general site audit. So that's it. I mean, that's a real quick video of how to do just a real simple initial research type of audit when you're beginning to engage a new client to get started and doing some work for them so you can see where you stand. So thanks so much for checking this video out. If you like what you saw today, please like, subscribe, and share it, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.